gaggle crowd here to watch the action. Some star names on track, and the conditions are going to play a major part on the day's proceedings, that's for sure. Let's start with action in Division 1. The grid forming up then. Drivers to watch in this: Mark Watson with the Citroën. You've got Mike Manning, victorious here at the start of the year, starting on the front of the grid, but you can see just how wet and slippery it is. Engine notes rise, the drivers wait for the lights to change. The lights go out, a dreadful start by Mike Manning. Mark Watson goes onto the grass in avoidance of the Citroën's going to spin. Right the way round he goes. Disastrous start for Manning, a disastrous start for Mark Watson as well. So, Andy Grant it is who grabs the lead as they go down towards the first corner. Paddling their way through on the tarmac at the moment as Aidan McCulloch runs off the road and back on again. The Peugeot 206 scrabbling for grip. Bob Gooding bringing up the rear at the moment, but it's Andy Grant who's getting away up front then. From the tarmac onto the loose, he's about to go plunging off onto the very slippery infield of the circuit. You can see the view he's got, and you can see just how hard he's got to work to keep the car in something like a straight line. Bouncing across the loose for the first time then. Andy Grant up front, and he's managed to build himself about 3 lengths lead already as he now comes to this very tight and tricky right-hand corner. He's being pursued by the Evo in the hands of David Binks. The rest of the field all filing through, including the Subaru there you see of Simon Horton. And everybody else now, of course, having a visibility problem. But Andy Grant's got bigger problems. He's off the road, and that looks as though it's a mechanical problem for him. He slows right down. He peels off the circuit. Everybody goes pouring past now. So it's David Binks in the lead. He's back on the tarmac, trying to break away from the escort in second place. Chris Langley at the wheel of it, but he's got Aidan McCulloch right up behind him. These two now squabbling over second place as David Binks leads, and Simon Horton you've got then in fourth place. He was in the stock hatch category here at the start of the year. Mike Manning, though, again peels to a strange line. That car, I think, has a problem. Remember, he got bogged down on the grid. He's also got Mad Mark Watson catching up to him in the Citroën as well. So the cars making their way across the loose part of the circuit. It is so slippery here. But now you've got Binks in the lead, and he's being caught. Look, Chris Langley going after him, and up into third place now as McCulloch runs a little bit wide is Simon Horton. The Subaru moves through into third place. Chris Langley fighting for traction. The back of the car just steps out of line as they turn to the right-hander, back on the power then, accelerating towards the pit straight here at Croft. But everybody struggling for grip and for visibility, of course, because more of that horrible mud being splattered onto the windscreen of the cars behind. So David Binks leads. He's on the tarmac down towards Clairvaux corner. Gets into a big puddle there. The back of the car steps out of line, and a huge slide look going into the right-hander. He's off the road. Chris Langley runs wide as well in the escort, and Simon Horton goes between the pair of them to take over the lead. Just about everybody in this race now has had some sort of a drama. Aidan McCulloch you've got in third place. There's David Binks back in the right direction. He's trying to sort himself out and carry on. Through the chicane they go, coming now out of Hawthorne and then onto the loose part of the circuit once again. So Chris Langley down to second place now on the tail of the Subaru. In the hands you can see of the leader, that is Simon Horton. And what's going on behind him? Who's going to be third? It looks like McCulloch fending off the rest of them. He turns his way through, but no, up into third place now. Look, has gone number 2. That's Tony Bell in the Toyota Corolla. And the Toyota working its way through to the front, goes to the inside line. Yes, that gives second place now to Tony Bell as the cars accelerate their way back towards the start line. But the flag is out. Simon Horton wins. Bell goes second. Marketars go flying. And Chris Langley comes home in third place at the end of a very lively first race. And they're still in trouble. Look, that is David Binks again. Each driver gets 3